A lovely morning to all my dear students. So I hope you have understood the active and passive voice of some present tense and past tense and all the subdivisions of past and present tense. So today we will discuss about future tense. This also I have meant for class 6, 7 and 8 and the same chapter as you know, chapter 11 of class 6, chapter 12 of class 7 and chapter 13 of class 8. So let's come back to our future tense. So first we'll do of simple future. The total thing of all the tense, present, past and future is totally same. If you can understand present tense, past and future is very easy for you all. So please again I am telling, please practice it. I am sending the video, just go through it once at least because you all have practiced in the previous classes. This is only the revision works you are doing again. Okay. So future tense affirmative. Affirmative as you know that means positive sentence. So Rita will bake the cake. I have put the same sentence as it is in simple present, simple past, simple future. I have put the same sentence, only the tense has been changed. Okay. So what is the formula? Subject, will, shall, verb 1, object. And passive, bring the object in front, will be, will or shall be, you will use verb 3 by subject. Got it? Will is generally used when you are quite sure about that. Okay. And shall you can use with the I, you, with these things you can use shall. And generally will is used for strong probability. You are quite certain about that. At that case you can use will. Next is interrogative with helping verb question. So bring the helping verb in front of will or shall. Will a lot of people use mobile phones? So will, shall, subject, verb 1, object. Which feature future tense in active voice always you have to use verb 1. And you all know in passive voice whatever tense it is you have to use verb 3. That means third form of the verb. Got it? So what is the passive voice of this? Will mobile phones be used by a lot of people? So will, shall, object, mobile phone is the object, be, verb 3 by subject. So bring the object in front, subject at the last. Okay. Interrogative WH word question. Why will they renovate the house? WH word, will, shall, subject, verb 1, object. So passive voice, why will the house be renovated by them? WH word, will, shall, object, be, verb 3 by subject. They will change into them as you know in the rules. Now interrogative question with who. Who will renovate the house? Who will always change into by whom? So by whom will the house be renovated? So by whom? Then will, shall, object, be, verb 3. Okay. You can't use any subject because subject is not present over here. Understood? Next. Future perfect. In future tense, future continuous is not used. Okay. So simple future and future perfect tense. These two tenses are only used in case of future tense. So future perfect affirmative. In active voice, Rita will have baked the cake. So in perfect tense what I told, have or has. But in future we use will, shall plus have. Not has, will, shall plus have. Okay. So subject, will, shall, have, verb 3, object. In passive voice, bring the object in front. The cake will have been baked by Rita. So object, will, shall, or you can use will, you can use shall also, no problem. Will, shall, have been, verb 3 by subject. Okay. So object, will or shall, have been. In perfect, in passive voice always you have to use been, B-E-E-N. And in continuous you have to use being, B-E-I-N-G. So don't get confused with this two things. Okay. verb 3 by subject. Got it? Now interrogative helping verb question. Will a lot of people have used mobile phones? So will, shall, subject, have, verb 3, object. In passive, will mobile phones have been used by a lot of people? Will, shall, object, have been, verb 3, by, subject is lot of people. Understood? Next interrogative WH word question. Why will they have renovated the house? So will, shall plus have. In passive voice, why will the house have been renovated by them? So WH word will, here will be will or shall. WH word will or shall, then object, then have been, verb 3 by subject. Whatever WH word will be there, you have to use that very WH word. Clear? Next with who. Who will have renovated the house? So who, will, shall, have, verb 3, object. Okay. Passive voice, by whom. Who will always change into by whom. By whom will the house have been renovated? So what will be the formula? By whom, then will, shall, plus object, plus have, plus been, plus verb 3. I have not written the formula, but I think you can understand it. So by whom, then will, shall, then object, then have been, then plus verb 3. Clear? Future tense is very clear. I think so, because if you practice present tense and past tense, it will become very easier to understand future tense. Okay. Now we'll go to the another thing, that is using let or requested to. This part is also very easy, and this is without some rules. Okay, I have not written the rules. Active voice, shut the door. This is what type of sentence? Imperative sentence giving a command. When any commanding sentence or ordering sentence will be there, you have to use let. Let, then bring the object. Let the door, use be over there, and verb 3. So what is the verb 3 form of shut? Shut. So the formula will be let, object, be plus verb 3. Clear? When there is please, you can use you are requested to. You are requested to. Okay. So please give a glass of water. You are requested to give a glass of water. Got it? Understood? See, write down. Here I am giving you a command. Bring let. Let it be written down. Object is not there. You have to imagine the object over here. So write down it, or write down this language portion. You have to imagine it. So I have imagined the object as it. So let it, always use be over there. Be, then verb 3. Got it? Please post the letter. So as there is please, you have to use you are requested to. You are requested to post the letter. Okay. And if I don't use please over here, post the letter. So what will be the answer? Let the letter be posted. Because if I am omitting over here please, so post the letter. This is what? Commanding or ordering type of sentence. So you have to use let. So bring let, then object. Which one is the object? Letter. So let the letter, then be. Be. Third form of post is posted. So let the letter be posted. Clear? So using let and requested to, I think it's clear. Next come to quasi-passive voice. Quasi-passive voice means the voice which does not occur through any exact rule. These things you can use rule and do, but quasi-passive means you can't use rule and no object is there in the voice. In active and passive voice, the voices that you have done, each and every active voice carries the object. Here you will find no object. Okay. See, honey tastes sweet. So what we will do? Bring that honey. Identify the tense. Which tense? Present tense. So is. Bring the last portion, sweet. When it is tested. You have to use this part, when. When it is, then I have to use verb 3 form. In passive voice, always you have to use verb 3 form. And in this type of sentence, you have to identify the tense first. So present tense, you have to use is. So honey is written, you use honey, is. Then bring the last part, sweet. Use when. When it is tested. Understood? See over here also, rose smells nice. So rose, past present tense is, if it is smelt, past tense, so was. If it is past tense, was. If it is future tense, will. Okay. So rose is nice when it is smelt, verb 3 form. Got it? Here the house is building. You know, in when there is ing form, you have to use being. The house is being built. Whenever you will get ing form, use being. If it is the house was building, so the house was being built. Whatever tense, you have to write that very tense. And if it is continuous tense, building, that means continuous tense, use being. Got it? Understood? Next is using must. One should or must keep one's promises. The same thing, bring the object, one's promises. With must or should, you have to use be. Must be kept, verb 3. Okay. So one's promises must be kept. You must obey your elders. Okay. Bring the object, your elders must be, you have to use be, obeyed, verb 3 form. You can use by you also. If you don't omit by you, no problem will be there. In must, it's no need to write by you or by whatever. Okay. So you must obey your elders. Bring this object, your elder is the object, your elders. Then must is there, must. You have to put be. Be, verb 3 form. Understood? With should also the same thing. Must be or should be. So clear? I hope the 3 parts of voice is clear to you. Present tense, past tense, future tense, and the subdivisions of all the tenses. And besides that, using let, using your requested to, some quasi-passive voice, and using must or should. So practice, please. Listen to the video that I am sending, and after sending the video, I will send the PDF file of this, and after that, in the next class, we will practice some voice. Okay, thank you.